Welcome to my Street Fighter 2. Turbo! In case you couldn't tell what version of the game you're playing, this is Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting for the Super Nintendo. And of course, we're juicing it up to Turbo. So the Super Nintendo version, arguably the most iconic version of Street Fighter 2. I mean, yes, arcade version, big success, wow. But let's be real. Most people who know Street Fighter 2 know it because of this version. I would argue. I would like to place my theory that if it wasn't for this version, Street Fighter 2 would not have taken off.
You win.
Like, how much did this game sell? Some 6 million copies? Like, World Warrior did 6 million. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, despite being very similar to World Warrior, was no slouch. And that's completely ignoring the price tag. But this is the Street Fighter 2. The sounds here, the playability.
You win.
It's just like the arcade version, ignoring the occasional slowdown.
USA. Round one, fight.
It is basically a faster World Warrior, and that is no more true than in the Super Nintendo version. They changed very little. If anything, they added. I'm just gonna say in advance, I don't apologize for the fireball spam. For the most part, this is how you win some fights.
Round two, fight.
But yeah, this version really did show the strength of the Super Nintendo. For one thing, it was the controller. The Super Nintendo controller obviously had 6 buttons on it. Perfect for Street Fighter 2. Despite not being built with Street Fighter 2 in mind, the Super Nintendo was future-proof. It was ready for Street Fighter 2, and the system could handle it.
You win.
Very little is lost in the translation of this port.
USA. Round one, fight.
So yeah, Airtatsu, Ryu has it now. You won't be seeing too much of it in the normal arcade mode run. Well, you won't be seeing Hurricane Kick in a normal arcade mode run. It's a move that basically gets stuffed before it comes out. I say this despite success. But yeah, that was success, that was failure.
You lose.
Raw Hurricane Kick is just bad.
Round two, fight.
It loses out to a fireball. That should tell you everything you need to know about Tatsu in this game. Oh my Christ.
You lose.
One link is all I ask.
Shoryuken! USA!
So yeah, since we're playing an arcade mode run of Street Fighter 2 on the normal difficulty, regardless of the version you play, nothing comes easy. All the tricks that the AI presented to you, its pre-programmed reactions, they're all there. Like, immediately, when you think about jumping, it knows. It's the scariest thing in the world when they're just hopping back and forth, because they've got a plan. They're just waiting on you. I don't apologize. It's the only way. No apologies.
You win! Round 2, fight! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken!
Put that back.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
I did medium kick, game. Thank you. Patience.
You win.
Patience is key to success here. Patience does not kill. Patience enriches you. And bonus stage is still intact. Let's mash Roundhouse until the game sound effect says that you're done mashing Roundhouse.
Perfect. China.
I always liked this particular color costume on Chun-Li, the silver. It looks so nice. Yeah, this was the beginning of the good arcade ports. This was proof the Super Nintendo could handle it.
You win. Round 2, fight.
There we go. Whew.
You win.
Not often I Dragon Punch here, but when I do, it just seems to work. Alright, Zangief.
Round 1, fight.
This is also a fight where fireball spam ensures your survival. 3 fireballs is all it takes. Boy. When Hadokens were powerful enough to stun. That was truly a dark timeline.
You win. Round 2, fight.
I mean, for all the good it's worth, Zangief has Lariat, so he's not entirely helpless. But it's the matter of afterwards. Dragon Punch not knocking down is the worst. Because you got the hit, woo, but they recover before you do.
Round 3, fight!
Not a good time. From that far. Alright. Whew.
You win!
Zangief doesn't cause me that much trouble as long as he plays nice. Dalsim, on the other hand.
Round 1, fight!
Dalsim just has so many different ways to just harass you.
You win!
You kind of have to get through his maze of long stretches. Oh, and the attacks hurt too. Air Tatsu is basically out of the question here, just because he has so many options. He has options to get around, he has options to stuff it, he just has options to avoid it. You need to be the aggressor in this match. Isn't ready for it. Nothing's worse than the music turning up. Thank you!
You win!
And just like with the car, roundhouse will get you far. It hits twice, so really, if you're in a hurry,
Perfect.
like this arcade mode, like this bonus stage, if you're in a hurry, that's the way. Alright, we've had our fun, but fun time is now over. The Ryu versus Ryu Mirror is a test of your execution. Yeah, it used to hearing that a lot. Your duty in this mirror match is to throw fireballs and force your opponent to do something. Because chances are, they'll spam fireballs just as hard. There we go. Steak!
You win!
I don't know. As far as Suzaku Castle, this stage is concerned, my vision of it is this version. The darker sky. Like, I know the sunset version is just as iconic. It's the version used in Smash Brothers. Spoilers. But I just picture this version
You lose.
when I picture Ryu's stage. And as you can tell from that mix,
Round 3.
not
Fight.
spamming fireballs leads to death.
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
And they have a recovery time of recovery. What's that?
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Sometimes they'll just blow through your fireball. Just as added insult to injury.
You lose. Nine. Shoryuken.
Like, understanding and mastering Ryu is how you're gonna get by in this mirror. If you don't know his tricks,
Round
if you don't
1.
even know the
Fight.
length of his attacks,
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
you're getting overpowered.
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
He's trying to push me back.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Oh, I'm keeping up.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
This is like pulling teeth right now. Getting that one good hit.
You win.
A lot of exhaling going on, mostly because
Round 2.
you have to fight for every inch. And bad situation. Crossing me up. See what I mean? There we go.
You
Dragon
win.
Punch saving the day again. Skin of my teeth at that one.
Japan.
So, as proof that I
Round
believe the
1.
Super Nintendo
Fight.
version of Street Fighter II, its relevance in pop culture surpasses even the arcade release, I'm just gonna let Honda wreck me now because I'm talking and playing.
You
The
lose.
show Family Guy, when they did a Street Fighter II parody, they used the sound effects of Street Fighter II. The Super Nintendo version's sound effects and music were borrowed to make the scene as authentic as possible. And now we have history repeating itself. Peter getting fucked up by Mr. Washi Washi.
You lose. Nine. Shoryuken.
If anybody was going to be my last opponent before the gauntlet, it should have been Honda.
Round 1. Fight.
This is also a difficult fight. The air is pretty much restricted. Honda says it's a no-fly zone because he has really good air-to-air attacks. So unless he's knocked down, you don't jump.
You win. Round
Okay.
2. Fight.
Please, for the love of God, stop crossing me up. Really would appreciate it. Okay, can't fuck around with that. All right.
You win.
And with that, it is now out of the frying pan and into the fire.
USA. Round one, fight. Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
I'm just gonna keep my distance. Most of the time, Balrog's gonna come in swinging.
Hadouken! Hadouken! You win. Round two, fight. Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
He is very susceptible to sweeps when he does this.
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
He is not afraid to uppercut your face, but he is afraid of
You win.
crouching attacks. Especially considering you can duck under those uppercuts. Alright, here is the mode where Roundhouse will not save you. It really depends on where you hit the barrels. But it feels like some of these barrels are just stronger than others. You know him, you love him, he's still the problem child.
Round one, fight.
The Lord of the Jump Kick. Oh my god!
You win.
So, with Vega, you need to keep up with his dance.
Round two.
If you're caught stepping out of sync, he'll step all over your feet and your face. Jump kicks are awful, slide kicks are awful. Nothing about him is pleasant. That was a Dragon Punch, and the game decided no. No, it wasn't.
You lose. Round three, fight. Hadouken! Hadouken!
It's just... Air Tatsu is so nice, but so worthless.
You win.
You guys think Sonic drowning and seeing the countdown is stressful? Try playing Street Fighter 2 when the music speeds up. Your heart rate just becomes unhealthy at that point.
Island. Round 1, fight!
Hi, Sagat. Nice seeing you again. I forgot what it was like to fight you. I forgot what it was like to fight you when you were incredibly automated.
Round 2, fight!
So, Sagat is a lot faster. The increased speed of the game does not help matters.
You lose.
This is why he's among the best in the game. Because he can protect himself to the point that it's just exhausting.
Island.
There are very little weaknesses.
Round 1, fight! Tiger! Tiger! Hadouken! Hadouken! Tiger! Tiger! Hadouken! Tiger uppercut! Hadouken!
I don't mind throwing you back.
Hadouken! Tiger!
So, yeah, Sagat's projectile game is a lot faster. Faster than you, even. I wouldn't suggest getting into a fireball war with Sagat here, because he could just overwhelm you. He'll win that fight.
Round 2, fight! Tiger! Tiger!
With this, it's less about playing Street Fighter and more about playing Mortal Kombat. By that, I mean slowly lurch towards them, pick your moments,
Tiger! Hadouken! Tiger! 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 Hadouken!
for the most part, they will go high-low. If you can accept that that's normally the way Sagat plays, if you can do that, then you can pick him apart easy.
Island.
Hello, General.
Round 1, fight!
It's even nicer, the darker sky is even nicer in this stage.
Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Oh, that was bad.
You lose.
So yeah, Bison, same deal, it's just he's more aggressive.
Round 2, fight!
The faster speed benefits him. He is fresh off Champion Edition, after all. He's also fresh off of not knowing what Dizzy State is. Recovering damn near immediately afterwards.
You lose.
Bison doesn't get any easier in 16-bit.
Shoryuken! Island. Round 1, fight! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
See what I mean? Had him dizzy, had him dead to rights, but he
You
recovered
win.
fast enough that I couldn't get any offense in.
Round 2, fight!
If there's ever a match to use Aratatu, it's this one. It gets you out of the way of Psycho Crusher, it stops his head stomp. Just don't try to throw him, that's his department. Until he lets you.
You win!
That is Street Fighter II Turbo for the Super Nintendo, done. But I have incredible memories of this game. Even as a kid when I played on easier difficulties because it's this game. I had so much fun. Street Fighter II made me into a fighting game fan. And it was this version that introduced me to what fighting games really are about. Outside of the challenge of beating down CPU opponents. But that's Street Fighter II for the Super Nintendo, but what about Sega's offering?